In chapter 2392, Julian's unexpected visit to the Karen family unfolds with a mix of surprises, humor, and amusing misunderstandings. Mr. Karen is initially surprised by Julian's presence, but invites him into the house under his daughter Kiara's introduction. With Kiara's brother still absent, the stage is set for an intriguing encounter. Upon entering the house, Julian gives a generous gift, prompting Mr. Karen to express gratitude and invite him to sit down. Julian, maintaining a polite demeanor, acknowledges the Karen family's hospitality and mentions it's his first time taking the liberty to visit. Mr. Karen, still smiling, reassures Julian not to worry about formalities and advises against spending too much money on future visits. Mrs. Karen, wearing an apron, emerges from the kitchen. Kiara introduces Julian to her mother, and Julian stands up to greet her. The polite exchange sets a respectful tone, showcasing Julian's courteous nature. Mrs. Karen, unaware of the earlier conversation, assumes Julian is Kiara's boyfriend and engages in friendly banter. As Mrs. Karen suggests making tea, Kiara heads to the kitchen with her mother, leaving Julian in the living room. In the kitchen, Mrs. Karen, excited about the assumed relationship, bombards her daughter with questions about when they started dating and why she hadn't seen them on any dates. Mrs. Karen even calls her son, urging him to buy cooked vegetables for the surprise visit. However, Kiara clarifies that Julian is at their home to learn martial arts from her father, not as a romantic partner. Mrs. Karen, stunned by the revelation, quickly cancels the dinner preparations she had initiated. Disappointed and slightly embarrassed, she turns her attention to her daughter, expressing frustration at the misunderstanding. Mrs. Karen had assumed her daughter had kept her relationship a secret and was preparing for a significant dinner with relatives and friends. Kiara, caught off guard, is left speechless by her mother's unexpected reaction. The funny turn of events highlights the miscommunication and assumptions surrounding Julian's visit. Mrs. Karen's initial excitement about a potential son in law transforms into mild disappointment upon learning the true nature of Julian's visit.